Hey everyone, and welcome to the WPL match between WK and Team W. I am Zaffa, and I am being joined today by Purcell.
Hello, nice to meet you.
So yeah, as far as today's match, WK and Team W, both considered top four teams. Both teams, I guess, with a very extensive record as far as previous tournament wins.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
and I think a bit of a rivalry between them as well.
hmm
As far as I guess as far as how the teams shake up, I think both teams have I guess they're pretty well known for their the different positions. I mean, I don't think WK or TMW really are expected to just completely outclass the other one in a particular class. I mean, with
No,
WK,
yeah,
yeah,
definitely. I was thinking too, like, I think these are teams you actually don't really need to introduce because
yeah,
everyone knows
that's
them, right? But I think we could definitely highlight a few of the players. I think both teams are well known for, like, they have good players in each class. They have good archers, good cav, and good inf. So I think it could be more interesting to see how their team play will be, how they will play together, and like sick individual um, stuff they do. Like that's what I look forward to see how they perform individually. Like Benedetto, for example, the archer of TMW, he could shoot someone in the beginning of the round and give a huge advantage to his team. But the same can do Fidel Laxtro for WK, right? So it
I
will
mean,
be a very exciting match.
kind of the way I guess I was looking at the match a little bit, at least coming into this, is that I think WK outclasses Team W just a little bit across some of the different classes, not by much, but Team W tends to be a bit more technical on the play. I mean, that seems to be a
Mm.
running theme, particularly among teams with a lot of European players, is that I guess the NA teams are a lot more straightforward in their tactics. It's a lot more ball up
Ah.
tactics or pushing or just, I don't know, it doesn't seem to be as big of a spread. While Team W, I guess having some of those Euro players are able
hmm
to, I guess, again, be a bit more technical in with the type of tactics they employ.
I really like that. I will take that as a compliment for the European side. I agree with you. I think that it's always interesting if you have players who also play in another clan so they can give their input to the commander of this team. Like, for example, Sotamozo, he was commanding for Kurva, or how they are now called, We Don't You. And I think he can give nice input for the TMW here now. And he knows them for a long time, right? Like they should be very, how
Yeah,
do
I
you
mean, I
say
think they're
that?
pretty familiar with each other.
Yeah, they know each other.
The
So it
thing
could
is,
be easy to adapt to a new tactic.
with both teams, I mean, they're pretty much playing with the same people they've been playing with for a long time. I think Bandito may be a little newer on the Team W side as far as how much the Team W players have actually been with him,
hmm
but I mean,
I
with
think it's
WK,
Arnie and Bandetto. They are the new additions. TMW side.
but as far as WK is concerned, I mean, there's really just what Troubadour. But other than him, I don't think there's anyone that is really new to that roster that we haven't seen around for the last, I don't know, year and a half.
I really like this about WK. I think it's amazing when you are able to have a group of players who stick together for such a long time. It seems like they're real friends, not just players who come and go. I really like that.
Well, I think
That's
WK's
amazing.
actually had one or two meetups
I think
between
they had
their clan.
5.
Oh, maybe
I think
so.
it's more like 5 or 6. Trust me, they just met last week again, so they seem to be real life friends as well.
But no, I think between the teams, like, I'm really looking forward to seeing like this, I guess, competition between Lagstro and Bandito, just because,
hmm
and also, as far as the infantry of Arnie versus PPK, just
Exactly, yeah. You actually did the stream from TMW last week, right? Like you saw
yeah, with
them.
TK.
Oh man, Arnie had sick rounds there, right? Like there was one round where he could hold off against 3 other people and he won the round, right? Like,
Yeah,
Jesus. So cool. But
but
PPK and Oodle, right? That's the team,
yeah, PPK and
the
Oodle
inf
are
team.
kind of the main inf as far as the WK side is concerned, with Lag being their main archer that I can see that's on right now. And as far as the Cav is concerned, you got Calamity, who I think has long been considered one of the top, if not the top, Cav on the NA side.
Definitely.
But I mean, there's plenty of guys. I mean, I didn't even see Achilles on the server. He's playing with 108 ping, but generally just phenomenal archer as well. Very good support for Lextra.
Yeah, definitely Lextra and Achilles. And Robert is also archer sometimes, I think.
Yeah, Robert's kind of the third archer there.
I heard that he has special skills against Cav. I will look out for that on this match. I want to see what that's supposed to mean. Because usually, from my experience, archers are sometimes struggling with the awareness, right? They can shoot perfectly and amazing.
Very bad
but
tunnel vision a lot of times.
Exactly. I mean, it's so sad if they just get cow shots around the corner and that's it. I mean, it's also a little bit the fault of the team then, because you need to call out, like to warn your teammates.
I think it depends
So
though, because I think it's actually starting up right now.
it's not live though. I think they just check their equipment and stuff.
Oh yeah, but I do know that I guess a little bit getting back to the match. I mean, with these particular maps, it's going to be very archer focused. You know, that's why. I mean, on a kind of on a map like this, and even on the Fort of Honor, you know, the following map. I mean, it's just so, I guess, arch dependent that
Yeah,
you know,
Fort of
Inf may
Honor
fight,
definitely.
but I mean, Inf basically have the job of don't die.
Mhm.
I mean, it's true.
It's not that easy.
Well, I mean, I know it's not easy, and you know, I had to play infantry as well, but I feel like the infantry have kind of become, at least in the current NA meta, like sacrificial pawns of, you know, go on the flag and don't die, and you know, just survive as long as you can while we take shots all around you.
Yeah, it really depends, as you say, how the team is using the inf, but most often I also feel like the inf just has to enter the fight and to hold off so that Cav and Archer can do their job. When the inf is dead, then it gets really difficult for the Cav and the Archers. By the way, I heard that apparently WK looks more forward to Reverend Village, which will be the first map, and the second map, Fort of Honor, is more in favor of TMW. Like, it will be more TMW style, and Aris said that they feel much more comfortable on Fort of Honor. So that's also an interesting aspect. I think even if they win the first map, WK, we can still not say goodbye to this match, because it might turn around on the second map.
See, I'm surprised they see such a big difference between the maps, because Fort of Honor, I guess a lot more than a lot of other closed maps, heavily caters to those Expo and Archer players. I mean, there was a match earlier tonight between Cobb and AA, and on that map, it seemed like the Archers, you know, yeah, you have the infantry fighting and everything else, but I think the Archers are pretty much the one who stood out most of the fights between the two teams. And it wasn't like people were camping or anything like that. I mean, people were throwing themselves at each other, but it just seemed that the Archers are very controlling on, you know, both of these two maps.
Yeah, it seems like in general, it feels like you can't have a good performing team nowadays if you don't have really sick good archers.
I think the biggest thing that... Go ahead.
Yeah, no, like I think just with Cav and Inf, it's not doable anymore.
I think that one thing WK is going to be feeling this match, and something that TMW could potentially be taking advantage of, is Vinny Poo, one of their best players, is actually not here today.
Yeah, I heard that too. He's such a nice guy. You streamed with him last time, right?
He is. He's a very fun guy.
Yeah, he's really funny. Oh, I think that will be a great loss, not just skill-wise, but also in TeamSpeak, right? Like, he creates a nice atmosphere. He's a funny guy. He can cheer them up and entertain them. But obviously also skill-wise, that will definitely be a loss. But I think Geldon and Boogie and definitely Calamity, I think they can make up for it. Like, they will be okay.
I kind of decided on point. I refuse to refer to Wiley as Cav during this match.
Yeah, Wiley. He will be the commander.
He
For
is.
WK. Ah, good. Well, if you mention that, I will also mention that on TMW side, there will also be very good players. Unfortunately, not there. Black Tide is on holiday, and Sekishi and Raiden, they're also on holiday. So
Yeah,
they also missed 3 good players.
Heard Raiden's supposed to be gone for what, like a month?
Mm,
For some pretty extended period.
yeah. I wrote to him to get some information for the match, and he was so kind to actually write to me off his like holiday and like explaining stuff, and oh, so kind.
Now, do you know offhand who Ginson is?
No, sorry. What team is he playing?
He's on Team W side.
Ah, I see. Ginseng strip. You know, in the ECS tournament, we actually had the rule that you can't change your name. Like, you have to play with the name with which you're signed up with. And I must say that's really nice. That's really comfortable. For example, here you see Rurin. He's the leader of TMW, right? Is he? I think he is. And he's playing without tag. And I was like, Aris, why is he playing without tag? And Aris said, yeah, it's a joke. It's not really funny, but it's a joke. Like, everyone should be scared that he left the clan or something like that. And yeah, so Rurin, stop trolling, stop making jokes, take your tag and be proud of it. Come on. Represent your team. Okay, it's starting. Live on Re, so I think we should maybe hit the map intro.
Sure hope it's a quick map intro. WK rolling with 3 archers, 3 cav, and 2 imp. TMW with the 4 cav, 2 archer, 2 imp. Not really sure what they're talking about with the 9 players. I only saw the 8 spawn.
Yeah, me too.
WK though, yeah, WK seems to be pretty much just holding up around the church area. Not very aggressive at all, I guess, with their spawn. TMW actually a bit more spread. Actually, TMW is pretty much spread across the entire left side of the map.
I think they're looking right now if someone is in the bunker. I hope you guys call it the same way. I will use a lot of weird names for maps. I apologize in advance. I should maybe also apologize. I'm sick at the moment. I'm so sorry if my voice is like weird or something. I really try to not cough or anything. I'm still a little bit sick. Yeah, Sotamuso and Bandetto. So we see like an archer and his inf buddy setting up at the 3 houses in the middle, near the fence area.
Actually, a little curious as to why, I guess, unless it's just the players available, TMW decided to go with only the 2 archers rather than 3, considering they're on the stronger Vaegir side.
Vaegir archers are awesome, right? Like, I would always take the chance to take 3 Vaegir archers.
I mean, their strongbow is just so, I guess, overpowered.
Yeah. And if you're
PPK,
really cool and stylish...
PPK, no. Well, going in for the couch, but only taking out a Soda Shield, but PPK, actually you take out Cal, so...
PPK playing Cal.
PPK pretty much taking on their team by himself. No one's really around him. I guess the WK is just escorting their archers at the moment, while PPK fights off the rest of their team. But I guess even with all the Team W focusing on PPK, the worst he had was a shot against him. No damage to the horse.
Joffrey, the really good archer from TMW, set up at the stone. He has 3 shots to the flag, and also to the calf who's coming over the bridge.
You see a team sitting on that flag, or on the rock, with really no one really going after him, but I'm just a little confused as to what... I mean, the WK caps don't seem to be putting a whole lot of pressure right now. I mean, that archer's still completely unsuppressed on that hill. PPK doing some work.
That's true. Bandetto on the other river side.
The WK archer seems to be sitting back, you know, I guess a pretty good ways from that fight. Just, I don't know, I mean, they're getting some hits, but I mean, it's just, they're all shooting from the same angle. They could have probably potentially put someone, I guess, further up on one of the hills to get an actual crossfire on Jeff.
But now it's only 15 seconds for the flag, and the
yeah, it was
flag's
15
actually
seconds, and Shubido on that flag with full health. I mean, it's pretty unlikely that Team W can win this round. Bandito's nowhere near.
Yeah, you might
actually rooting
try
for
to
my
save.
my boy Ares right here to survive.
Oh.
And he does. He lets me down.
Oh, you jinxed him! Come on. It's the streamer jinx.
Streamer curse.
Mm-hmm. It's real.
Team
Okay,
W,
I think...
same rollout with the 4 cap, 2 imp, 2 archers.
Yeah, nothing changed.
WK with the same loadout they had before.
Yeah.
3, 3, and 2.
It feels a little bit as if both teams are respecting each other, and it's kind of like a careful, slow start. They don't do super risky, over-committing stuff. But
Yeah, they definitely
WK...
seem very cautious in their level of play.
Yeah, exactly. WK went to the flag sooner, that was good.
Well, I'm just surprised they sent P up by himself. That PPK was, you know, I guess, in the middle of all their guys, ended up getting a kill, and actually stuck around for another 10 seconds or so.
Mm-hmm. Do you know a lot about Cav? Like, why is PPK not taking a helmet? Does he not believe in helmets or something? Is that something special about him?
I think on the NA scene, it's the stylish thing not to wear a helmet.
Oh. They want to scare the enemy with their faces, like, rah, with like a war scream or something.
Now, one thing to point out is with the current module, the flag cannot spawn in the same location 2 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's true.
Jeff sitting up there at that windmill.
Windmill? It's really smart, exactly. Oh, perfect, and it actually spawns down at the church, so he will have a very nice spot to shoot.
Achilles going to the... Well, he's actually going pretty far, having to
Open
make those
field.
long shots, yeah, back behind the field. I guess both sides deciding to trust those long distance shots rather than actually have a archer up close in the fight. I mean, Robert's chilling around.
And WK is at the flag again, already putting pressure on TMW.
I can't tell if that was a if there was an archer duel going on there or not, because I saw Lag kill Ares, who was playing Imp, but then Lag immediately got hit for about 90% of his health.
Oh.
And Team W seeming very concerned to actually put hard pressure on that flag, but if they don't, I mean, that flag's going to be up in the next 6 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Arnie is advancing alone to the
Arnie's
flag
alone.
now.
Robert's potentially going to make a nice shot on him. No, but Clockwise actually takes out Robert.
Nice. But 50 seconds left and the flag is really high. And there we see Udo.
You see, I think Achilles may actually need to start moving up. He may actually be too far back that he's almost having to shoot past his own teammates to make those shots.
Oh, Ruin dismounted at the flag now. I like this. Maybe we can stop the silent flag advancing.
PPK just needs to hold for 20 seconds on that flag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of surprised he's not pulling out a sword. It's going to make it very difficult for him to... oh, I guess he just pulled it out. So just, you know, ended up costing him a pretty good hit, sitting at about 5% health right now. Survived for 5 seconds.
He should really just survive. Oh, without a shield! Oh no! He jinxed him again.
See, if Laxtra just rushes to that flag, they can still win it.
Yeah, indeed. Time is run out. Oh, Achilles, 6 shots. Whoa!
Oh!
Quadruple kill! What the hell? Well, he just stands there like, yeah, easy.
That was pretty impressive. I mean,
Awesome,
the TMW
Ryan.
had their shields up and everything, and just popped them one after the next.
This is so interesting. Like for some time it was an infight at the flag, and then for some time it was like a calf fight for all the calves trying to support their inf at the flag, and then in the end Achilles just made it an archer fight. Like, yeah, whatever.
I mean, I'm pretty shocked at what I just saw. I mean,
It was so fast
I don't know
as
what
well,
to say.
right? Like, bam, bam, bam. Wow. Yeah. Welcome Achilles to the match. Wow.
Achilles better go up like at least 20 points in Rob's rankings, that's all I know.
He should.
The notorious player ranking thread.
I think we will see this in the MVP video of this week.
Oh, it's definitely the play of this week.
And I think they could have lost that, right? Could they? Because
There was like
died and
95%
PPK
chance
died?
that TMW was going to win that. I mean, they had 2 guys on the flag, one with shield. I mean, there was all of a second if they hold the flag,
exactly.
and they would have won.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh wow. I think this is when you see like good players and sick, amazing good players.
And
You
Achilles is...
can see them in those moments. They perform when it's needed. You know, that's what's the difference.
I know it's just such a crazy clutch, and Achilles is playing with 107 ping, something he's not, I guess, generally accustomed to.
Yeah.
This is a
also
central
something
server.
to remember. Mm-hmm. Oh, the flag already spawned in the market area.
Cal getting a pretty unlucky shot against him.
Oodle is eyeing the flag. Like, he's already preparing to
WK
work
Cab going after Jeffrey there. At least just putting the pressure. Clock taking out Achilles, the pro, the legend.
Yeah. He kills the threat.
I'm looking to see if Robert gets a headshot on Clock right here. No, he actually missed the shots. Clock was still and he missed him. Oodle alone on flag against 2 infantry and an archer.
Yeah, WK Cat tries to support.
I'm kind of hoping to see Troubadour and Oodle do pretty well here on the flag. I know they fought together in the past pretty well. Troubadour knocking out Ares. Cal killing Clock.
Nice kills from Calamity.
See, there's just nothing to put pressure on Bandito right there on the cabbage.
This round is quite even, right? Like, kills
It
going
is,
back
there's
and
40
forth.
seconds. Vlad's gonna need to get a shot on Bandito here. He's gonna get shot. I don't think he even sees him. Bandito missing the headshot, but still knocking Vlad to very easily lance by rune.
That's really nice team play from Bandito helping out Arnie there.
I think
He
there
should maybe switch to the whip. Okay, no.
There's actually not much time left. There's 15 seconds. Yeah, it's not gonna matter. There's nothing Wild can do at this point. I think there was actually some bad communication there. Bandito was taking shots at Troubadour for a while there. Just no one tried to silence him. He got a free shot on Laxro, who wasn't looking at him.
In this round, it felt a little bit. I'm not sure, but I felt a little bit a lack of inf for WK because this flag was really perfect for TMW. It spawned basically in front of their feet, and they could take it, but also position their archers nicely around it. And WK, they were at the graveyard, and Oodle was looking to advance to the flag, but he wasn't really sure. Like, he didn't really want to walk freely in the crossfire.
I think when he got there, though, I think Troubadour was actually there with him. It was basically 2v2. They killed the TMW first inf on the scene, Ares. The big thing was that, again, Bandito was never suppressed, and then the cab came in and just messed him up.
Yeah, it's a 4 calf against the 3 WK calf, but I don't feel an issue there. I think the calf-wise, they're holding off evenly. I just felt that in that moment, maybe if there was one more Serenade inf, they could have dominated more at the flag.
You think WK or TMW should be changing their comps at all?
Maybe one less archer for one more inf. I mean, Achilles is basically 2 archers in one. The same goes for Laxtro, so in my opinion they already have like 4 archers right there. And then like Robert as well. Maybe it's a little bit
Robert's generally a pretty good archer, but he missed some pretty key shots in that last round. I mean, he had basically a free opportunity to kill Clockwise. He actually had 2 of them, and he missed them both. So, hoping to see a round of redemption right here.
And the flag spawned far, far, far away at the horizon, at the river. This is my least favorite flag. I'm an inf player, so I always have to run there forever.
WK Achilles just taking the pocket. Again, going with his very long shots. I think Bandito's probably going to sit back as well. Just chilling at the rock. So both Achilles and Bandito, I guess, settling for the very long shots this time.
Ah yeah, I see. And Jeffrey has a stone again, closer to the flag. But no one actually is at the flag yet.
I'm kind of curious what TMW's tactic is right now. They're taking Arnie and Bandito together, but Bandito's completely suppressed. I mean, he can't really pull out a shot with his bow.
True. I think Arnie...
No, Arnie's just really, really far away from that flag. 2 WK Cav coming behind Bandito, potentially getting the kill right here.
Oh, Oodle and Troubadour should be fast now. Maybe they could kill Aris before Arnie is even there.
I think Ginson's going to be in a really bad spot right now, potentially.
Now Oodle and Troubadour have to.
I mean, TMW should have done something to press Oodle and Troubadour on that flag. I mean, WK had no cap support.
Well, that's a problem when you run around as Imp alone. Caps next you out. There's so many different names. Wappa is also part of the team, right?
Wappa's a clan that's been around in this community for a while, but this turning they split apart and went to different teams.
Ah, so he's helping out. Iris is still holding out at the flag. He survived a long time here all by himself.
Well, if he survives. Yeah. He had survived for those 2 seconds, so it actually forced the time.
Okay, so the first set goes with 3-1 to WK, to the West Knights.
And now West Knights are going to have those strongbows we were talking about.
Yeah. Big archers.
I'm actually a little disappointed with some of the, I guess, WK Cav. I mean, they've been there, they've been getting some bumps or hits, but it's just been taking, I don't know, it doesn't seem like they've been able to suppress the other team necessarily enough. That the Oodle and Troubadour, Oodle and Troubadour have been doing a pretty good job having to stay alive, but they haven't been getting a whole lot of assistance by the Cav, at least for pretty extended periods of time.
I think it's a little bit, you have to play more careful with Serenade Cav, because they, in Europe we call them paper horses. You just look at them and sometimes they already die. But they're very fast and swift, right? Like you can quickly turn around corners.
Very fast, but they die very easily.
So maybe we can see a little bit more aggressive play now when the West Knights have good, solid horses. They have the hunters, right? Maybe?
Yeah, probably. I mean, again, I'm still, I think the big takeaway from the last set was that, you know, Achilles was phenomenal at Archer, and that PPK was playing a pretty aggressive cav role and being pretty successful at it. That and Oodle and Troubadour seem to be meshing pretty well as far as their inf play.
Yeah, very true. I always forget to look at the KD at the end of the set. I'm not really sure how many kills each player's got.
I tend to be a little less focused on the actual KD and more or less how they're fighting together. A lot of times the KD isn't representative of that.
Oh, thank you so much for saying that. I totally agree. I feel like I'm doing so much and then I look at my KD and I have like 1, 2 or something like that.
The plight of an inf.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you expect? Do you think the teams are going to be a bit more, I guess, aggressive this time? Or do you think they're going to be pretty conservative and just play off the flags?
I'm not really sure. I think as West Knights, I wouldn't really change too much. It seems like it was going quite well.
I think I would keep the exact same comp with if I were WK. Just, I mean, they got the guys. It worked out as NIDs, and now they're on a stronger faction.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as TMW, it's unfortunate the flag keeps spawning in that distant land. It's very tough for, I guess, Arnie to showcase his inf abilities over there.
Yeah. Arnie is back. He had to disconnect quickly.
But Ares, again, doing a very good job staying alive.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, my voice is just, ugh.
It's fine.
Aris was really motivated. Like, he told me that they trained a lot this week and they really want to show here what they can do.
You talking about TMW? Yeah, I think they've actually been engaged in a lot more practice matches than WK have.
In WK, it seems like they focused more on training their inf and just training to play together. They didn't have so many scrims. They actually had only one scrim, and I want to hear your opinion because their scrim was actually against TMW. I was like, what? Why would you play a scrim against your opponent?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of playing against opponents, particularly, I guess we're going to re again. I noticed one of the things with TMW is, I guess a lot of times in their practice matches, they'll play their NA players, who are not the players you'll be seeing in the matches. So I guess sometimes it's difficult when you scrim TMW to get a good assessment of where they actually stand. When they got the Euros guys in there, it's definitely a whole different level of play than when they're just nothing but the NAs. I mean, the NA guys do a very good job, I guess, filling in certain roles, but the EU guys definitely add a lot to the team.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I guess we're going to be re again, since Arnie just TK'd Bandito.
Ah, come on, Arnie. He also plays Cav. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be.
WK rushing the, potentially rushing the TMW spawn, but actually, I guess just backing off. It's not worth the trouble. TMW's rolling with 4 cav, 2 archers, 2 imp, same as they did before, and WK with 4 cav, 3 archers, 1 imp. They actually dropped an imp for a cav.
Exactly, WK has 4 cav now. Now it's all on the shoulders of Uru.
I'm actually a little disappointed in that. I think Troubadour was doing a pretty decent job. It would have been nice to see him play a bit more, but I guess we'll see him in the next map.
Yeah, on Fort of Honor. It's much closer. I'm sure he can play Inf again there. You know, since it's Vaegir, we should actually really make sure it is 4 solid cav. Because maybe they did some crazy switcheroo and gave a cav to an archer to get a horse archer.
With the mantra though, doesn't it show up their actual class versus just being on a horse? Flag spawning on WK. See, one thing I keep noticing is that the WK archers seem a lot more confident in their positioning than some of the TMW archers. Jeff teams seems to be playing a bit more conservative. You know, their WKs seems to be leaving their archers alone a bit, while the TMW keep at least 1 infantry nearby in case they run into trouble.
Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's true. Right now they all stick together and advance over the graveyard towards the flag. Side by side.
They can go both ways. I mean, like, I shot for half his health, but he doesn't have a shield. I can't tell if he decided to go with 60 arrows or if there was a miscommunication on WK side and they didn't drop a shield. Cal getting a pretty early Calcinaries there. I think Ruin's gonna have a really tough time on flag right there. He has archers on both sides of him. And no one on his team seems to be really in an advancing position.
Yeah, Cal right now, I think he should...
Oodle got a shot on him, but I mean, it did so little damage. I mean, it didn't even do 15% of his health.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Like, Fiddle Laxdra, he's completely fine there. Just by himself. And he has also a second archer behind him, Achilles. Seems to cover him against Cal.
See, I really like the little triangle formation that WK have with their archers right now. It's just very tough for Team W to come in. But Bandito and Jeff actually doing some work as far as their shots. I think their whole support is collapsed at this point, and WK will take the round.
Oh, Boogie with a double kill, nice. Switching out his horse.
So does left the game. Well, that's a crash, or what that's about.
I think he was not playing. Was he playing?
I didn't see him in
Maybe
there.
he's Spec. You know, if I'm at Spec, I really like to go on IG Battleground, or in your case, I think you would go to POM probably, and just warm up a little bit. I mean, you can hear on TeamSpeak how it's going and stuff. You don't really need to sit and spec.
That's, you know, I was talking to Can, the captain of our team earlier today, and he was mentioning how that seems to be a big difference, that NA players tend to just sit and spec and watch the matches. I don't know of any team over here that has their players, I guess, away from the match, warming up constantly. They usually, again, people are just watching the match just in case they need to go in. But I guess it's not the same on the, I guess, across the pond, right?
I think you already mentioned the second difference there, because it's not allowed to switch out players in a set. It's only allowed if someone drops, like in
that's right. Yeah.
emergency cases, so to say.
I'd always be afraid of a rule like that, people exploiting it, or faking a disconnect.
Aww. But it would take so... I don't know. But does it really help to go in the last round? Where's the point? I mean, you lose all the money that you gathered in the mid from the
I'd be
rounds
more
before.
concerned about a lost momentum. Someone going in that hasn't been playing the rest of the set, people having to adapt to it.
Yeah. And the flag spawned again at the river. I think this flag spawn is really like in demand today. Let's see how it goes this time with the 3 archers from the UK.
Black's not even holding the rock, he's just taking shots on that hill. Showing very confident position, taking a quick headshot on Ruin from across the map. Team W looking like they have no way to get even remotely near that flag. Of course, they're so weak. And PPK, Wiley, you know, the WK cav just doing a really good job of pressuring Team W, making them afraid to advance. Wiley dismounted though. And he gets a kill anyway, so maybe that's a free horse.
Nice. Calamity
Flag's
also
almost up though. Team W needs to do something fast. Arnie missing a really good opportunity to get a kill in. It'll end up getting killed anyways.
Yeah.
Boogie dismounted. Boogie at this point just needs to get to the flag, and he didn't make it.
Man, Lextro is under pressure from 3 TMW players, and he's still just shooting, just fighting.
He does a really good job, not only as the archer role, but as imp as well.
Oh, Benedetto saw
really
that
tough
he
to
has no
crush him.
shield. Look at that archer duo!
The
Both have no
face-to-face
shield.
archer. And they both give up on the shots.
How daring!
The
Another kick and the slash!
Disrespect.
Oh man, this is so entertaining. This is amazing.
And another round goes to WK.
Yeah. It starts to feel quite dominating, to be honest. I'm glad that I stayed up so late. It's 2 AM here right now. I guess right now it's probably... Let me check. It's actually 2:40. It's close to 3 AM.
Yeah, I felt very bad for, I know, a number of our own players. Because we have Menatil and Napoleon playing for our team. And just hearing them be on at 2, 3 in the morning for a match.
It's even 1 hour later for them than for me. But, I don't know how to describe it, but being in a match, it's so much adrenaline, I kind of forget about being sleepy.
And then you finish the match, and
yeah, then it's like, oh, my whole
gotta go to work
system
in an
just
hour.
shuts down. I just roll to bed and lay down.
WK being pretty flexible with their archers here. Not being concerned about that spread. Seems
Does it feel...
I mean, Team W right now has no infantry. They're actually 6 cav, 2 archers.
Oh,
and yet they have a smaller spread on their archers, despite all the cav. It just seems like Team W is a lot less confident in their ability of their cav to respond and protect the archers.
Also in their flag fights, maybe their goal is to just shoot them down, like really focus on killing the enemy team instead of trying to get the flag.
I just don't understand the point of taking 6 cav. I mean, you know it's either going to be in the center of town, which is very close, or it's going to be by that church. It's not going to be out in the field. You know, the infantry are going to be useful, so you know, the decision to go 6 cap, maybe a pretty bad mistake. Wiley going down pretty early though.
Yeah, but Udo is doing his flag job again. He starts to become the new Dante, as I call it. I streamed a sick match from DOF where Dante was racing the flag against all odds. It was just ridiculous. He won so many rounds with his surviving skill.
I noticed that WK is getting in for a lot of lance hits, and they're dropping the players very low. Jeff got dropped pretty, you know, I guess to a little bit below half, and when the WK just went on flag and dropped a guy, I guess Ares down to literally 1 HP, but you know, you either get the kill or you don't, and in this case they didn't.
Joffrey got a double kill from the graveyard, but then he got headshot from the kills.
Can Robert Bruce, Achilles, and Boogie save the day? Robert will not be part of that victory celebration.
But look at that. It seems like at least like still 4 cap surviving for TMW.
I don't think TMW has any archers left. But with 17 seconds, they can still technically win this. Boogie's gonna have to get a bump though on your end, or just something, or Achilles can headshot, or shoot him.
Yeah, or just Achilles. Yeah. 7 seconds. 6. The bounce. This is nice
seconds.
Team play. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Like team play bounce. No. Arnie survived. Until I said that.
Boogie just couldn't get a good enough slash there.
Okay, so TMW makes it exciting. It's not over yet with Reverend Village. But as I mentioned before, I mean, that's the thing. TMW feels more comfortable on Fort of Honor. So we should not judge too soon here. Even though the archers would show really sick play.
So TMW thinks they can beat WK on the inf play for Fort of Honor?
I'm not sure if they think they can beat them, but I think they feel they have better chances.
Clock shot for half his health.
Sometimes it's just psychologically, I think. Like if you feel you have no chance on Reverend Village, it will be in your subconsciousness. And
Ares is the really bad stop against him. Wiley on the ground. Seemed like Wiley just overcommitted to that stop.
Yeah, look at that. 4 players dead for
TMW
WK.
just tearing through WK at the moment.
Yeah. It seems like they don't have such a good counter to all this cap.
I mean, they had one nice stop, but they overcommitted to it, and half their team got cut off. It's really good calling by TMW to press that.
Wow, only Boogie now. This was quite a clear round. Oh, what would you do now, SWK? What would you switch?
All the TMW cap are sitting at full health, Boogie at 1 HP. His horse is badly beaten. Can he do it?
They're hunting him all over the map.
I think Boogie's best chance of getting a kill right now is go up to Clock, who's almost dead. If he kills anyone, then I'll be impressed.
But he gives his team time to think. I really like this. He gives his team time to come up with a strategy now. They can't do the same again.
That is a good point. Yeah, I guess
work.
it gives time to recollect. I mean, it looked like they had a set 1, but TMW coming back and taking 2 rounds.
It's so weird though, because 3 archers should be a good counter against so much cap. I'm not really sure.
But again, I think for the last round, or at least for this round, you know, Udo got a nice stop, and the whole team pushed forward to get him, and pretty much lost all defensive positions they had.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Boogie, only 20 more seconds, dude.
Still alive.
may actually make it.
Yeah, 4 seconds. 3, 2.
That map edge.
And this is the only thing I really don't like about this map. These invisible walls. I really like Castellum for that. Mitchell made that map, and he made sure that it's surrounded completely by walls that you can see. Stone walls, so this can't happen.
I think Matic has been known to paint his corners so that everyone knows, you know, where the map ends. May not look the best, but it works from a gameplay standpoint. Wiley in a really dangerous spot, pretty much in the middle of the whole team.
West Knight didn't change anything. They stick to their setup.
Lags with an early headshot on clock.
Okay, that might help. That's good.
Bandita's pretty close to that corner though.
Mm-hmm.
WPL actually pulled back to the center of the town.
Yeah, they have their triangle archer positions again. TMW set up in the graveyard, and no, pretty much in the graveyard.
Bandito getting shot for half health, and Robert down to 20%.
Yeah, but look at Robert Bruce. He's down to 20%.
Achilles is just chilling. He's saying, "Please attack my team."
Okay, flag spawned in the marketplace.
I'm so curious as to why WK is not getting shields for their archers. Seems like in multiple rounds their archers have been shot pretty low.
And it's so easy to do it. If you're an inf, Udo could take 3 shields and 1 spear, or could even get dropped a freelance from a cap, and of course a skimmy. So he could take shields for days, for days.
I feel like Achilles is really far right now to be making those shots. His arrows are coming close to the fight at the moment. For someone as good as him to not be close, he just needs to move closer.
Oh, look at that! TMW
double
dead!
kill.
2 people with him.
Solid work by Oodle right there as far as surviving that flag.
At the graveyard is the last fight. Zaffa can get 1 kill, and then get shot by an extra. Okay, so they struggled a little bit here, but in the end they could take it for themselves.
Yeah,
So,
I think the scrimmer now is sitting at 6-3.
Yeah, I think so. 6-3 for the West Knights. It's a little bit funny. TMW were fighting Knights last week, but then it was Turtles, and now against the West Knights they seem to struggle a little bit more.
So definitely we get one of those cool map intros for this map too. I'm gonna take that little clicking sound as a yes. Arnie leaving the game. Can't tell if that was a disconnect or if he's actually gonna head out at the time. But in the current tournament, there's no rules against, I guess, how much time you have to wait before the next set. So conceivably, they can wait as long as they want to.
Usually I don't mind if it helps the team to set up, to try out their drops and stuff like that. It's okay.
I know that the problem is I guess when you have those longer delays, I guess a lot of the momentum you got from that first match goes away, and the other team is given time to clear their heads a bit, and you know, not be as mentally impaired by a first map defeat. I mean, this match is still pretty close. I mean, it's 6-3.
Yeah.
TMW can fully come back.
Definitely, definitely. And I think the last spawn really showed that there's potential. There's definitely a way to get rounds. So TMW should be quite, like, definitely still
I mean,
keeping
if
their
Reverend
heads
was
up
the map
high.
they're concerned about, 6-3 isn't a bad score to get.
Exactly. I totally agree. And now this is actually good. They feel like, okay, this is our playground now. Let's see. Jeffrey is taking a cool bath here, jumping into the river.
So he can hide his
Taking
shame.
energy. No, I'm sure he's just like trying to chill a little bit. Cool down his temper, maybe.
So who do you think the big players have been so far? Obviously, Achilles #1.
Yeah, definitely. I think Benedetto had really nice shots as well on the other side. Aris had some cool survival skills.
Well, Ares did a really good job surviving, with this being, I guess, a lot more in focus than the previous map. Even though the archers still had that pretty key role, it'd be nice to see Ares take the offense a bit.
Lextro also delivered 6 shots when it was important. Like, for example, the last round, they just lost 2 rounds in a row, and then Lextro just kills someone in the beginning of the round, you know? That's really, really helpful for your psyche, like for your for the atmosphere in TeamSpeak and stuff. It's like, yeah, now we can do it, awesome.
It's definitely a lot more fun to kill everyone on the other team when you win the round, rather than just win the round by flag. Always lame when you have that one guy who
true.
survives, even if it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if you get the round because of flag when you're actually outnumbered, then it's cool. That's a totally adrenaline rush, right? You're like, oh my god, I'm the last survivor, I will die, and then like, nope, you win by flag, awesome. But if you are winning by flag, even though it's like 6 versus 2 or something, it feels a little bit like cheaty or something, I don't know. Then you rather would kill them.
Speaking of flags, though, this map the other day, you had a scrim between SG and Doff, and the flag spawn at Arch bugged out in the middle of the match. And so a round that would have gone to SG actually went to Doff because of the way the flag bugged. With how close this scrim works, I hope that does not happen again. Because it's always a crummy way to lose, right? If a flag bugs out and that happens to be the round that matters.
Of course, of course. It doesn't matter. It doesn't happen when it's already like a 8-0 situation.
I think the score in the other match ended up being. I mean, I think the match was pretty much won before that ever happened. I mean, one side had already 7-0'd by that point.
Yeah, I heard it was a bit unfortunate that Nevinyu wasn't there on Revan Village. If we mention players, I'm really curious to see PPK now, because I wasn't so familiar with the American scene, I must say. But I'm starting to get to know players and teams, and it's super exciting. And PPK was actually the first person I noticed on WK. As an inf player, I obviously looked a little bit more at the inf players. And what I like about him is that he is very aware. Like, situational awareness seems to be very good. He has the spear out to stop incoming cap, and then he can switch fast and just quickly kill someone, and then be out on anti-cap duty again, and then go into melee fights. I really like that.
And one thing I like about PPK is that a lot of infantry you'll see when they get really low. I mean, PPK is really aggressive, but I mean, a lot of times you'll have aggressive infantry who get wounded, get taken off really low health, and then they get real defensive. PPK will stay really aggressive regardless of the amount of HP he has. You know, taking a bit of damage doesn't seem to affect his playstyle.
He doesn't get scared.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Oodle is the other WK to watch on that end. And as far as the, I guess, TMW side, get Ares and... Go ahead.
I know Oodle as a duel player. I know him, like, I played a little bit with him on Editions and on Ludus, so I know that he's an amazing duel player. And I know that he is sick 1 versus 1, and he probably also has good survival skills against, like, 2 versus 1. but I'm not so sure if he has this switching, like this, I don't know how to describe it. It's like spear
Changing
out, stop the
opponents.
calf, jump over there, kill that archer, stop that calf, and then like all this, you know, like this team play, this battle play. I think that's what I'm so impressed with with PPK, and that's why I think they work so well together. Because Udo can suppress someone and fight one-on-one, really focus, can draw from all his dual secrets, like can put all those secrets to work. And PPK keeps him safe. He's like a shield around him or something like that. Basically, I really would like to play with PPK because I think it's like a bodyguard or something like that.
The head of the PPK fan club.
Yeah, I think I should start that. I should also start a fan club for Calamity in that regard. He had some really nice couch kills, and he's also a Cav who plays quite smart, I think. He didn't die soon or stupid in the beginning of rounds.
So starting out here, it seems both teams actually have the exact same comp. 5 infantry, 2 archers, 1 cav.
I think that's good for this map. Roda could maybe think about 3 archers, but then they need to play very defensive, like very campy style. So, since they're advancing to the tavern here and the river, I like that they only took 2 archers.
Kind of wondering if TMW knows where WK is actually at. I mean, I would thought their cav would have seen it. Well, I guess Oodle just gave the location away, but Bandito was alone at the rocks for a moment there. He's retreated back to the alley with the rest of his team.
Did you know that Vendetto did something really famous on this map? You see the archway where the middle flag spawns?
Yeah.
There was one round where Bandetto walked through the alley to this archway and headshotted someone who stood at the tavern. And I think maybe he was trying to do something this round as well, something like that. Like he's advancing again. But WK
It's not going to do any good with the flag location, unfortunately.
Yeah, not with this one, that's true.
Ruin really far behind the rest of his team as an infantry, same with Ares. I think WK is going to have the flag, I guess, at least halfway up before TMW even gets remotely there.
Yeah, that's
It's going to be a lot of pressure on their infantry to press.
This is scary to push into, for sure.
Oh, I absolutely hate this map spawn. I think it's horribly balanced, but it is what it is.
But wouldn't the same go for Graveyard then?
Graveyard's a bit more open. You don't have to worry about these vertical archers shooting at you.
That's true, that's true. It's only 1 level. So TMW decides to push the archers. At least Ruin.
The flag is so high, and
already.
TMW just still trying to make their way over there.
And it's still raising. Oh, I think it.
Yeah, and it's over. Yeah, they didn't make it in time. Cal, the one person there, and Troubadour down. They're both trying to get desperate swings to jack up that KD before the round ends.
But see, now is the moment where this new flag system actually shows its value, because it won't be the same flag again. And I really like that.
Yeah, I think that's a huge boost. You know, it's definitely a shame when the flag, you know, ends up deciding a match. It spawns in a very defendable position 3 times in a row.
Yeah, exactly. That would be really unfortunate.
It seemed like, at least with that flag spawn, Kel, I want to say, tried going up the stairs there. Maybe it was on the other TMW, but it seems if you split your guys like that, I mean, especially with how late they were, I mean, you're just not going to have enough focus on that flag to stop it from going up. You also open yourself up pretty, I guess, heavily to enemy archer fire. And yeah, Kel was the one person who died.
I was thinking about that. How do you do it though? Like, you cannot leave the archers up there untouched. That would be too risky as well, right?
I think you just gotta have your archers, you know, have an archer down at that oven and just hope that he can suppress enough. You had Bandito actually at the bottom of the stairs over the cabbage. So between, you know, maybe if TMW had a guy that's stuck behind, they could suppress the archers and just have the push directly into the flag.
This is really interesting. The teams are quite close to each other in a stare-off.
See
Arnie
where
and Mock.
Jeffrey is. I'm surprised he's not heading to the left and actually trying to get some nice crossfire there. I don't think WK even saw where he was at, but he's returning to his team. Clock gonna get his horse shot 3 times. Cal going for the finish. I'm a little surprised that Lagstrap sitting across the bridge. He's just so far from the fight. PPK shot to half, but no one from TMW really pressing him on the inside. Infantry just seem to be chilling out on the flag.
But now the West Knights are pushing into the graveyard.
They're doing it without archer support, so they're in a very dangerous spot on that end.
But now with support.
Clockwise
really
running
hard.
into a wall and suiciding. Oodle doing some work. TMW archers completely suppressed at this point. And unfortunately Oodle died and back to firing. It's gonna be a really close round. Only 3 people have died from both sides.
But the West Knights still have a cap. Oh,
Lagstrap forsaking his archer roll and just going in melee. Unfortunately getting taken out doing so.
Double kill.
Off to Cal, getting... Well,
Triple
slash.
kill!
It wasn't enough.
So, see, like now we saw the opposite. This time TMW had the graveyard. They were there first, they could raise the flag, and it was really hard to push in there apparently. Do you think maybe... Did you see if West Knights split up and sent someone behind the church?
I don't
Wouldn't
think...
that be a
I
good
saw
idea?
that, I think it was Gillies went over there, that he just missed 1 or 2 shots, so it would have been pretty critical. I mean, Oodle was
think
pretty much alone fighting 3 of the guys.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Achilles was distracted by a calf outside, at the spawn area.
Well, I
for a
know
long
Lag was
time.
out of the a lot of the fight. He was just, you know, he was hanging out by the middle bridge, and he was hanging out by the rock, and then, you know, by the time he got, you know, where he could actually take some shots, most of his team was dead. WK going back to that tavern.
Yeah, because now the
TMW
flag
pressing
is
through their
spawn.
spawn though may actually take the more defensible position if it spawns there. I think this could have been a misplay by WK.
Yeah, they gave up this very good position there.
See, if I were them, I'd put that flag or that stairs up as soon as I could. I'd try to get someone to go up there.
A ladder? Ah, yeah. And it is this flag, wow. TMW did really good. Taking this
I
position.
think Craddock may be hanging back just a little bit too far in those infights, so. Troubadour and Oodle having to do a whole lot of fighting. Same with PPK.
Ah, PPK will pressure Benetto now.
Yeah, Team W just straight up outplayed WK's infantry on that flag. It wasn't even the archers.
Yeah.
Score now 7-5. Yeah, I mean, it just seems like that last round, WK gave up a very defensible position. And TMW was smart enough to take advantage of it.
Oh man, I can't believe this. This is a really exciting match now. Look at that. It gets really close.
Yeah, and
Like,
WK
a lot
is
of
actually...
people-
go ahead.
A lot of people said it will be quite one-sided match, but I was not so sure about that. I think that TMW is definitely showing their skill now here. They were right. They seem to really like this map a little bit more.
Well, they're definitely the more practiced team. They've played a lot more practice matches on this map than WK have.
I mean, I don't know how familiar WK is with the new flag system and all that stuff, so maybe the European players from TMW could give some input there, how to adjust the tactics towards that. Right now both teams are gathering more at the other side of the river again. It's really funny.
I was almost hoping that there would be a direct, I guess, fight between the two teams, at least one at a time between the infantry, but as of yet, it just hasn't happened.
Yeah, they try to play it a little bit safe, I guess. Like, try to... But maybe now we see it, because now here in the middle...
Jeff's actually going around, I guess, hoping for a ninja. Seems more like he's just going to be out of the fight for a better part of 15-20 seconds. Getting a nice shot on Cal to drop them to quarter health. TMW doing a pretty nice job of pressing the archers, but
PPK!
just not
Double
enough.
Kill! Sorry, go ahead. I'm trying for my fan club, you know?
It seemed like there was a lot of uncertainty by Mock there. Mock actually just does not get a lot of playtime.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And Wiley taking the reins and putting down the terrible player that is Calamity.
And this...
Sorry, Cal.
This brings it to a 2-2. 2-2. How close. What do you think? Who will take it?
I want Kraddock to die just because he put the ridiculous helmet on.
Do you know this? Like, I have that. Every time I have really good armor, I die. It's like the armor jinx, the armor curse.
Didn't even put gloves on.
Aw, how dare he. Do you know the German word for gloves? It's so cute. We call it Handschuh, which means hand shoe. It's like shoes you put on your hands.
I have no comment.
Okay, so both sides seem to gamble on their flag spawn. WK doesn't do the mistake again to give up this wall area easily.
We got a 50-50 spot, and the TMW spot's definitely a lot, I guess, easier to press. I question why. I don't think WK necessarily needs to camp their side that heavily, especially, I mean, if they're cav or scouting. We know that TMW is pretty much all in for the one flag spawn.
But Lextro is quite in front, like he's at the highway, as we call it, the way that's high up, there between the houses. And he could advance to the tavern.
WK win the bet.
They have the luck on their side today.
They don't have anyone going to, well, at least no one on the flag immediately. If you're betting on the flag, you might as well have someone standing there, right?
That's true. You could do like a 15-second pre-flag push and literally stay on the flag spot.
I mean, I think it was at least a good 5 seconds before anyone was actually on the flag. Now they have everyone on the flag, and Lyctra being pressed by Clockwise.
Robert is on the wall.
Clock running for the hills, getting his horse destroyed. And Jeff taking out Robert.
No, they missed the archer.
It's kind of surprising that Clock actually abandoned Jeff. Just let Lag and Clock, Lag and Jeff fight each other. But Jeff getting the kick slash anyways. And Dito with a horrendous DK on Kel. Both teams down 3 players.
Yeah.
Jeff completely abandoning any play of Archer and just going in melee range.
Honey with a kick try. Nice.
And this round's gonna go to WK.
Team kill. But not enough, yeah.
I'm a little curious as to why Jeff decided to go infantry instead of melee there. He actually killed the WK archers, so with both the archers down, you know, he could have just kept taking shots. No one was suppressing him, but he jumped down and decided to go ham.
I don't know about that. For a moment, I actually thought TMW had this round. There was a moment where Calamity died in the cabbage field, and Roberta died, like he jumped down the wall or something, or he died on the way on the ladder. So I thought like, okay, one cav less, one archer less, it looks really grim. But then the team kill happened on TMW side, and the West Knights took it back. Like the kills were coming in.
And what
I
score
think
do you
the
have for
inf won
the
that.
scrim right now?
Sorry? Can you say that again?
What's the score that you actually have right now for the scrim?
To be honest, I got a little
WK
bit
has
confused.
9, but I'm not sure if TMW has 5 or 6. If they have 5, then that means WK has already won the match.
Ooh.
Yeah, so in
I
that
have
case, WK has
9.2.
actually already won the match. At this point, they're
Oh.
playing for round differential.
I mean, so far they did win every spawn, right? They won both on Reverend Village, and now
Yeah, I believe so.
yeah, I mean 9. Yeah, so it's 3, 3, 3. Oh, sorry, I need to get used to this counting system.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I still want to see how close the map ends up. If it ends super close by the end, then that means that Achilles' amazing plays on the first map actually may have won his team the scrim.
Ah, true. Good point.
And I just want to
Good
believe
point.
that his incredible shots meant something.
So I see what's happening. I will make a PPK fan club, and you will make an Achilles fan club.
There we go.
There we go. And then one day our two heroes have to fight each other, and we'll see who's like getting the ultimate fan club then. Nah.
Starting
I
1,000 feet away.
mean, oh, you mean like cowboy style?
There we go.
Like duel style, back to back, and then walking. On the other side, you know, it's amazing, definitely. I don't want to say anything against the skill, but the point is, at the end of the round, the other players are usually quite low on health, so it can happen a little bit easier to get so many kills at once. But still, it was really sick. I mean, he was the last survivor on his team, and he won that for them. It's just so sad, you know? I mean, Odo before, he did so much as well. You just can't see it in kills. It's so unfair.
Then he
I
gets
wish,
TK'd at the end.
you know, yeah, seriously, like that on the top as well. I wish there were in banner lords. I don't know if it happens, but one day banner lords will come. And I hope that they have something like an assist system. Wouldn't that be amazing? Don't you think?
I mean, I was happy just to see that there's going to be a replay system. That's really going to help the scene.
Oh, that would be so good for highlight videos as well. And for us streamers to see something again.
Yeah, but speaking of the Towels real quick, I just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors.
Yay!
Towels has been very supportive in this tournament, but they're not the only ones. We also have Mark's Mod, Simrai. And again, just it's been very, I guess, very beneficial having their support. But in some of the previous tournaments, you know, teams just did not have the servers to practice on. You know, a lot of times it'd be last moment. You know, it's the choice between having a really terrible server or just rescheduling, and it's just provided a lot of certainty to the community.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
just
definitely.
the competitive play goes up a lot when
So
teams
everything,
can practice on a daily basis.
yeah, everything goes much smoother then, for sure. And especially with such a international tournament where you need different locations for the servers, I think that's really where the different sponsors helped out a lot. And in that case, maybe we should also give a shout out to Captain Last, because he made all these amazing map intros. And he also made this amazing streamer mod. So thank you so much for that. And it's really handy when you stream, like to see the health bars, to see what classes are played. It's really great. Amazing job.
And I think I may have also slipped up and forgot to mention that Game Servers has also been very generous in their support for this tournament. So we want to thank them as well.
Ah, yeah, it's four sponsors, true.
As far as the two sides go, again, same setup for both sides. 5 infantry, 2 archers, 1 cav.
Oh, but Calamity won't be the calf anymore. Wiley
And
is actually
Achilles
calf
is
now.
not even playing.
Oh. Okay,
The
you have
fan
to join
club
my fan
weeps.
club then.
He was doing
Okay,
too well and the
PPK.
team benched him.
He got all the fame, right? Like all the spotlight.
There's no glory left.
Yeah, but Robert is still... I mean, I like this because you also need to give the other archers game practice, game time. So that's cool. And Troubadour is playing again. Didn't you want him to play again? I think
Yeah,
he
I mean,
said
I
after
just
the
want to see
first
how he
spawn.
plays with Oodle.
Is
I think
this
Troubadour was
already
actually...
live? Like, are they already fighting at the flag?
I mean, originally I wasn't sure just because of the people on both sides, but I guess it actually is going to be live here. PPK going up top as infantry with Calamity, I guess trying to knock out Vorn and Bandito. TMW playing a couple of different guys. Vorn getting a chance to show off and immediately getting headshot.
Nice! With a jab! Oh, I love jabs! It's finally
Graceful
some
way to
jab
die.
action.
Jeffrey wanting to take shots immediately. As soon as he pulls his expo out, he gets shot twice. And he pulls it out again and gets shot a third time.
Oh no!
Bad for him there. PPK wanting to go into Socratic, but Arnie just not letting him get out of there.
Nice crossfire from Lexter and Robert.
Yeah, with 5 people dead and WK with all the people alive, it would take a lot for Team W to win this.
I like that Lexter... Oh, never mind. I wanted to say that I thought he would go to the flag because it's only 30 seconds, but I guess...
Arnie saving Bandito the dishonor of being killed by an enemy by killing him himself.
Oh man, it's really a cool match. I really like seeing matches when they're so close. Oh, I need to swap sides again. So it should be 10-6 now for West Knights, right?
I think it's actually 10-5.
Ah, dang it. Okay. 2-2. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But every round counts, right? So
They
TMW
do.
is doing a good job here.
But Team W seems to be trying, I guess, some people into the match that don't ordinarily play. I don't think Vorn plays very much for him. And Vitus hasn't actually got a lot of playtime either. He's a really nice guy, and he seems to work pretty well with his team, but he just doesn't seem to get much playtime.
Ah.
So I'm not sure if Team W is trying to maybe trickle some other people in, give them experience, and potentially see if they should have been playing instead, or if they've just given up on the rounds and are just doing, you know, whatever at this point.
Yeah, you never really know. Sometimes if you are behind or if the match is already lost, the atmosphere in TeamSpeak can really sink and be very low.
I just think that teams forget how important the round differentials are. I mean, back in the NA scene, during UNAC 1, we had 5 teams with the exact same win-loss ratio.
What?
And,
okay.
Yeah, and it was entirely decided by the round differential, who made it into the finals. Or into the playoffs, yeah. So a team had the same win-loss ratio as everyone else, but they lost more rounds. I think they were like 5 rounds off.
That shows how important it is.
And that was a 14-week tourney.
It's crazy! How you couldn't plan that if you wanted, right? Jesus.
It's a really painful way to lose, though, to know that it came down to rounds.
And also you are thinking back if maybe you were the one losing some rounds, right? TMW.
A lot of damage going on to TMW when they're trying to enter. Bandito knocking out Robert, but WK immediately countering, knocking out 3 of their infantry. All of their infantry.
Triple kill for Udo.
And a double for Lag.
They were
Udo
really
trying to go
prepared.
for that Quadra.
They had the graveyard and they were not ready to give it up. They were like...
Udo will TK here if he needs to get that kill.
Troubadour. Why doesn't Troubadour has a tag? Why do people not liking playing with tags? I don't understand.
I'm not sure if Troubadour is officially in WK though. I know he is playing on the team, but I'm not sure if he's actually clanned at this point in time.
Oh. Couldn't he play like WK Friend or something like that? WK Merc Troubadour?
Well, I guess you could do that. Bandito
Man.
actually with the only one with a kill from TMW right now.
Oh. Vendetta. Hmm. And that at this late hour. I wonder what time it is for him. Probably also later than for me. Here it's 3:30 now, so it's probably 4:30 for him in the morning. Jesus.
Any type of aggression that Team W had going on earlier has completely collapsed. Seems they're being very cautious, overly so, at this point in time.
Yeah, that's true. WK prepares for the cabbage field flag or the middle flag.
Warren gonna potentially try to go for a ninja cav. Considering he hasn't been playing cav, I don't suspect that going very well. We'll see though.
You're so optimistic. I want to see one more
Optimistic
round.
for the
Come on,
WK
TMW.
defense. And TMW was hoping a lot for that one flag spawn, and they're just not going to get it.
Yeah, I agree. This will be harder to get, I think.
I predict at least one Wily TK this round.
With the jabs?
The jabs are scary.
He's the commander, he probably just wants to show them the direction, like go in that direction, then he throws the jab into the back of Udel's head or something. Oh, I see some hammer action. Arnie,
The one
ready
hammer,
with an
he immediately gets nailed with the jab.
Getting jabbed, yeah. It's so risky. He's trying to hide behind Kel, but Kel's moving too much.
Just not pressing into him right now.
Ah,
I guess they're
Arnie
waiting
wants
for
a
that
hammer
one
kill.
fight to end. I'm not sure if I were WK if I'd send my entire team to go kill the one archer.
Yeah, it's only Kel now. And he gets the kill! Now he's trying to ninja. He's in the back of the team.
Warren missing the pass. Getting his horse stopped and killed.
PPK! Double kill!
Troubadour with a double kill. PK with a double kill.
Look at PPK!
Last
Look at
guy
that
alive.
team play! Did you see the shield stun? With a spear.
Well, it's gonna be it for this scrim, I guess.
3-0.
12-5 WK. The GGs go out.
Yeah. GG from my side as well. It was a really cool match. I think it shows how strong Nords are as well, don't you think?
I think, at least for the other matches that have been on here so far, the North sides have seemed to have a very dominating effect. But again, I appreciate you for assisting in commentating this match, and I appreciate those who joined us.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. It was awesome to meet you, and it was a pleasure to stream this match. It's really cool.
Look forward to the amazing KLB versus WK match, week 3.
Ooh. Yeah,
And with that,
yeah, me too.
with that, we're gonna close the stream.